Good morning, everybody. This is Lisa Lashendro. I am one of the annuity directors here at Insurance Agency Marketing Services. I'm looking, we have a really great attendance here. It's a pretty large number, so I want to thank all of you that have been with us on webinars previously and already working with IAMS. Welcome back. And for those of you that are new to IAMS and this is your first webinar with us, welcome as well. I'm going to go over some things and perks working with IAMS, a little bit about us and our family orientated kind of business. And then I'm going to hand it over to our partner, Rob. He is the president of the organization that we get these pre-setting appointments, this program with. He's the president of that organization and just a fantastic partner with us here at IAMS. So thank you again, Rob, for giving us part of your morning here to educate everybody on how awesome this program is.
Absolutely.
So with that, I'm going to get started on a little bit about IAMS. I can get my mouse working here. A little bit about IAMS. We believe in growing your production. So once you get contracted with us, in the first 180 days, we have different levels for new producer bonuses. Once you start working with IAMS, you're going to find out that we really do a lot of investment of our time and our money in helping you grow your business. We want to work with producers and agents that are, wanting to hit and achieve those goals. So we have our new producer builders or our new producer bonus programs, which you can see there's several different levels here. Can you see my screen okay?
I do not have you on a screen, but I can pop it up really quick, Lisa, if you want me to.
Let me see. I have someone that just said they can't see my screen. No. How about now? Okay. Thank you guys. Appreciate the comments in the questions box letting me know I'm good. Appreciate that. So what I was talking about is our new producer program. Basically, this is going to be just an incentive for you to, get rocking and rolling, and then we're going to give that money back to you in different ways that would fit you best for your practice. So if you hit 100,000 in premium, you have your option here for a 1,500 piece postcard mailer, iPad, cash, or whatnot, and it just goes up with the more premium that you write. So 250,000, we raise the bar. 500,000 level, we raise the bar again, and so forth, just to kind of give you guys an idea. Now, we also have a referral business, our business is based on referrals, just like yours is. So we want to make sure that we are showing you our appreciation for you referring other producers and agents over to us, and we do that with our referral program. You can see you get $50 right out of the gate for referring someone that contracts with us, and then $100, for the first piece of business, another thank you, and then we give you referral overrides, as you can see here. So if you have any additional questions on this, don't hesitate to contact myself or your annuity director. Our back office support is phenomenal. I love bragging about them on a daily basis to folks that I'm contracting with IAMS on. I've been in the business for 20 years, and I've been on the company side, I've been on the agency side, I've been on the wholesale broker side, and finding good customer service and folks that are willing to get those apps and commission paid is not not easy to find, and I think you would agree with me. So definitely love bragging about our back office support and you having access at your fingertips to that. Obviously, we're going to have a website. We're big on making sure that we have as much access of materials, forms, links, quoting tools for our agents for when you need something after hours or before hours or on the weekend. Our IAMS website gives you access to that. If you have not already registered on that, I encourage you to go ahead. You don't have to be contracted with us to get registered on our IAMS website, but just go to iamsinc.com, poke around there a little bit, and you'll see how we've got some valuable material there for you to access as well. On that website, we have Firelight. It's one of the best programs in the industry to do e-apps. So you can utilize this for both life and annuity sales, just to FYI. And then our creative marketing team. Another part of IAMS I love to brag about. Our creative marketing team can really dig deep into your practice as an individual and help you with different things. We can do a marketing analysis with your annuity director. They can take a deep dive into, let's say you already have a website, you're not really all that impressed, or you want a professional opinion on it. Let us take a look at that for you. We can help you with logo designs, business cards, website, email, social media marketing, consulting, the whole bit and caboodle. And the best thing is that our folks are all in-house here. So call your annuity director or myself. I can get you connected to any of these guys to answer some of those questions and help improve the face of your business. We also have here at IAMS is our IAMS Wealth Management team. A few years ago, founder Charles and Steve Murray kind of thought, what else can we provide for our advisors? And, for those that are wanting to move, to a different broker dealer, or let's say you don't have your securities license and you don't want to refer those clients to someone that does because you want to keep your business in your own backyard, utilize our wealth management team. We started that a few years ago, like I said, and any of those folks, they're happy to help you. Just contact, again, your annuity director or whatnot, and we can get you more information. And with that, Rob, I hope I didn't go too long, but like I said before, we have a fantastic number of attendees here this morning, and I certainly appreciate that. I will try to watch the questions, and depending on time, we'll get to those, but I will be reaching out to all of you folks, or your director will be reaching out to you, and we can answer additional questions if we don't get to that. So I do apologize for the respect of everyone's time this morning. I'll try to get to it, but if I don't get to it, don't worry, I will be reaching out to you here at the end of today or tomorrow. And with that, Rob, I'm going to hand it over to you.
Nice. Good morning, everybody. Hey, thank you for being involved with us here this morning and taking a little bit of time. I want to reiterate really quick about IAMS, and they do offer a lot of support. We see it out there with agents, and the helpful side on the success rate is when you have a nice group like IAMS backing you up. So I do want to say that right away. A couple things, a little bit about us and what we do. We're a tech company. We don't have a fight in the insurance business. We don't have any agents override anybody or anything like that. We are actually an appointment setting system. A few things that really set us apart is, number one, we go out, there's many of you out there probably that have been or had an appointment setting systems, lead systems, whatever it is. We are an appointment setting company. We create, sell, deliver, confirm one appointment, one time for a single agent. So this isn't something that's being resold. That's number one. second of all, and probably one of the biggest things is we never give away anything for free. So we don't entice people with a, hey, do you want to win a free iPad or, win a free trip somewhere? And the nice thing about that is you don't have to worry about doing the pivot when you show up with a client, So you have an appointment set. You don't have to waste 45 minutes explaining you're not there to set up their iPad, which is really a nice thing. Lisa, I think you would verify that or confirm that. The last thing is getting on these appointments in the area we create them in. Huge opportunity for a lot of agents. One of the biggest challenges I hear from agents, even really seasoned agents, is, hey, everybody I run into that has a job and has some money or has some income already has what? A financial advisor, and how do I get around that? So, through this sales process, which IAMS will be able to help you a little bit with if you're interested in getting on the appointment system, there's some little caveats there that'll help you get through those and make it nice and neat so you can kindly throw another person under the bus without looking bad, and that's very useful. Speaking on the appointments and what we do, where we create them, there's a few different markets. One of them is the K through 12 school teacher market. We also do the colleges, universities, community colleges, as well as the firemen, city, county, the municipal market. So those would essentially be the three markets we work in. We can also do some of the hospitals if there's any public, state, county, city-owned hospital systems in the area you're in or the state you're licensed in. You can do those as well. One thing I do want to say really quick, in the midst of COVID and what's going on with all that, pre-COVID, we were doing 90% of our appointments, of course, getting set up, 99% of them probably face-to-face. That being said, we've had a larger group that has been buying thousands and thousands of appointments from us for about 4 or 5 years that were set up as VC or video conference type appointments. When COVID came through, we just did a little small pivot on our side. Most of the agents that, pre-existing agents that we've had are clients, as I call you people, that have switched over from going face-to-face to, of course, Zoom meetings or go-to meetings, whatever you prefer on that side, are finding some great success. And I've been kind of surprised myself and my sales team, as this all came down. Speaking to them, I had said that, we'd probably have maybe 35, 40% of our clients turn around and tell us, hey, if and when things go back to whatever the new normal is, we will only be wanting VC appointments. Well, I've been seriously wrong. I was like way off. It's been about 85% of our clients have turned around to us and said, hey, I want to do VC appointments only moving forward at any time. So on that side, it's kind of the good and the bad, right? But it's pushed the insurance industry a little bit ahead of what's going on. So it's probably advanced the insurance industry maybe 5, 6, 7 years. It is something we've seen on our side. The request for video conference appointments has been going up and up and up over the years. So nothing new on that side. As far as, process, sign up, some of that stuff, Lisa and the team over at IAMS will be able to help all you people out. Sign up process is pretty easy. Registration, it's pretty simple. Take you, 10 minutes max. At that time, you'll be able to select any of the districts or areas or markets you want to run. Those can be changed at any time. So you could start running, whatever, the University of San Diego and, run it for 2 weeks, a week, 3 days, and then switch it to somewhere else. So plenty of opportunity on that side. One nice thing about the video conference appointments, we do have clients, and Lisa, I don't know if you guys have some of the people at IAMS, but I've seen a lot of clients, hey, I'm originally from Pennsylvania. They're living in Florida now. They're running both states. So we are seeing quite a bit of that. The other thing is, clients that we have like in the Southern California area now running all of California, Northern California. Same thing goes in Texas. So lots of opportunity to help grow your practice on this side for sure. But anyway, once you go through that sign up process, and pick out the markets you want to run. The next step is our system will create a calendar for you. What that calendar looks like, and it will sync with other calendars, primarily Google calendars. So if you're currently using a Google calendar, our system will sync with that. And what we're looking for is just open time on your calendar. So our system runs 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday. An agent can opt in for Saturday and or Sundays if they want. One comment on that that's really nice. It kind of becomes a personal assistant for you. If you don't want any appointments before 9 o'clock, no problem. Block your calendar off 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. You won't receive any appointments. Hey, I'm taking the wife and the kids. I'm going on a 3-day break. I'm going to be gone next Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Block it off on your calendar, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Those 3 days, you won't receive any appointments. So really a handy thing. And the way the system is built is to, help create activity for you, for those of you who are not busy. And another comment on that would be, I see, and I always tell agents this all the time, they laugh at me, but I go, yeah, you're just like a plastic surgeon. Most plastic surgeons spend, 1/3 of their day doing exams for free, another third of their day, trying to sell that procedure for free, and then 1/3 of the day with the patient on the table. That's where the doctor makes the money. Well, same thing with a financial services person. You guys spend 2/3 of your day trying to figure out, hey, how do I market myself? How do I get out there? How do I get in front of somebody? IAMS can help you through our appointment setting program. And that 2/3 of the day when you're not busy, we can make you busy. So, Lisa, I don't know if you have any comments so far.
I do, Rob. I was gonna try to poke in here. So I mean, one thing, this program is so awesome. I had several agents of mine recently sign up this last week and have gotten rolling with with some appointments, and they're finding that they need to block out some more time because their appointments are turning out so good. The ratio of success on these and finding opportunities on these appointments are fantastic. And so I mean, it's not your typical, you're expecting, and depending on your level obviously, but you know, definitely look at each appointment that you have on your calendar as a possible sale and make sure you are reserving enough time for you to manage that, because we want this program to be successful for you. I mean, it does nobody any good if you have 15 appointments and you can't service them and then you don't write any business. So that is, one thing I wanted to point out there, Rob.
Absolutely, and we hear that all the time. I'll speak to an agent, they get up and running on the system, and I'm like, "How's it going?" These appointments are amazing, and I'm like, "Great, have you sold anything?" And they're like, "No, but these appointments are amazing." And I'm like, "Look, you're not doing yourself any good, the client any good, us any good if you're not making sure you follow through." So we're way different. Two things I want to say on that: way different than a lead-based system. Your typical lead system, you as an agent, you would go, buy 100 leads. Well, the numbers that are out there, and these are just the averages, are the first 60 of them are not even going to pick up the phone. Those of you who've used leads in the past know this probably all too well. The next 30 of them are going to say, "Hey, I've already told you 50 times not to call me." Well, they don't realize the list has been sold 50 times. And of course, you'll have a shot at 10 of the people, and the first 7 of them are going to want the, "Hey, I only registered. I don't remember registering," or "I registered to win the iPad, right? I thought that's what you were here for." And you'll have a shot at, 3 of them. If you're a super duper closer, you're going to close about 2.4 of those. An average agent's going to close about 0.8 to 1.2, somewhere in that area. So this is totally different. The close rates we see on our site are extremely high. The other thing I want to comment about that, for those of you who have participated in some kind of a appointment setting system in the past, because of your association with IAMS, you're getting, they're taking care of your registration fees. They're taking care of monthly access fees. They're making sure you have no contract. So this is a no contract deal. You want to go on 5 appointments, go on 5 appointments. You want to opt out, opt out. Not a big deal on that side, but one thing, and just to reiterate, is we've had a lot of agents that have turned around and said, "Oh, I had an appointment setting system, and they were charging me X dollars that I had to prepay, and I only got 4 appointments over the last 5 months. Well, we have agents that take 10 appointments a day. If you leave your calendar open, and Lisa had spoke to me earlier this morning about this, is, had an agent, and all of a sudden, we put, 18, 20 appointments on his calendar in basically 3 days. So you got to be really careful about that's what controls the throttle as far as that goes. Other than that, that's basically how the system works. When appointments delivered to you, the earliest we'll deliver an appointment is 24 hours out. At the time of that delivery to you, what would happen? It provided you have your cell number in your back office inside our system will turn around and send you a text message. And it would say, in this case, hey, Lisa, please check your email and your calendar. We deliver the appointment to both places. And it gets thrown on the calendar there. We confirm that appointment instantly right after the client spends the time. And that's one other thing is we actually, when we engage these people about, hey, you guys want to know why you're going on the appointment. These are all pension-based, retirement-based appointments. So when we talk to the people, we're like, hey, Sally, would you like to know when you can retire? Would you like to know what options are available for income when you retire? Would you like to know how many more years you possibly have to work? They're like, yes, I would. I'd like to meet with a representative. We're like, great. We'll set you up with an expert in that area who's licensed in the state of whatever, let's say it's Ohio, that's licensed in the state of Ohio. From there, we actually make the client go in and create the appointment. We don't do it. So the client goes in, they create the appointment for the time and date that they want to meet. The system would grab that appointment, and if you were the agent in that area, it would go look at your calendar. If your calendar were open, you could have that appointment delivered to you at that time. You would receive the text message along with the email and having it delivered to your calendar. Within 15 minutes, we'll confirm that. Sometimes you'll have a calendar or appointment delivered to your calendar. We confirm multiple times. The client decides, hey, I need to move it or change it. You'd receive another text message that was changed. That appointment, let's just say it goes through that first confirmation process. 24 hours prior to that appointment, we'll reconfirm again. If we lose it, it's removed from your calendar. One other cool thing, working with IAMS, the way the system works is, hey, how do I pay for these appointments? At the time of your registration, you'll put a credit card in your back office. We don't pre-bill anybody ever. We don't want you to waste your time and be unfocused on what your task is at hand, which is helping people, and it's not being an accountant. So we don't want to be an accountant either. We actually bill on the day of the appointment. So if you had 3 appointments on your calendar, Friday after we confirm them, let's just say all 3 remain on there, you would be billed at the VIP price, IAMS VIP price at the time or at the day of those appointments later that evening, basically is when we bill. Lisa, do you have any comments? Sorry, sometimes I just am on a roll.
Nope, I was waiting for a good time to chime in. One thing, Rob, maybe talk to him a little bit about how each district or each area, you guys are only allowing a certain amount of agents or producers in that
Yeah,
area. So you're not going to
right.
overload that school district or whatever with 100 different agents. They have the proprietary rights to those appointments.
Yeah, we try and protect every agent in the areas they're in. So it's one of the nice things about the system. Now, what's cool about it is if you said, we were talking about, XYZ, Kansas, let's just say it's Kansas State, and there's a waiting list there. You can add yourself to the waiting list. Does that mean you'll get any appointments at Kansas State? Absolutely. Even though you're on the waiting list, you will still get appointments. However, maybe there's Lisa and I in there, we'd have priority because we had signed in or registered first. Now, if I opt out of the system and you're on that wait list, you as the agent would move into a priority spot beside Lisa. And so, if Lisa and I's calendar, as it starts to fill up, the system will round robin us, so it would go Lisa, Rob, Lisa, Rob, Lisa, Rob. And as our calendars get booked out, of course, since the client's making the date and the time of the appointment, there's be extra appointments created, and those extra appointments will fall down that wait list. So when you register, you're going to have to find something that's on your, in your desired markets, that's on your regular list, and you can still populate the wait list. But the nice thing is, for those of you, hey, we're really trying to grow your business, and you're in maybe a town, and there's another town, 40 miles away, 100 miles away. Now you have the opportunity to run those without the drive time, which is really cool. And I think, some of the agents that we'd had on the system for years and years and years have, had a little bit of struggle when they went to sole VC appointments, but, a little bit of a learning curve. But I mean, they're doing fabulous now. And most of those, at least the ones I've checked with without talking to the rest of my sales team, but most of those people are having a higher close rate now than they were face to face. For those of you that struggle a little bit with it, IAMS has some stuff, and the technology and the people behind them, the technology people behind them to help you guys if you need to know, hey, how do I learn how to do a Zoom meeting or some of that stuff. So having a lot, that guidance is a huge help, at least that I see with the successful agents.
Yeah. And, another thing, Rob, I'd like you to kind of mention, we've got some questions and, talking to agents, in the last several weeks since we've launched all of this, is what kind of training there is to be prepared for these meetings so that you can have a very successful meeting and the opportunities with these clients. You know, Rob, I'll let you cover the training that you do on your end, and then as far as any annuity training on our end, you've got your director and here at IAMS that's going to help you with all the case design. You basically are going to do the fact finding, and then you're calling us with what that conversation looked like with the client, and we're going to throw ideas at you if you like. We really are all end of resources for you. And then Rob, I'll let you touch on the training and things that you guys do to help them prepare as well.
Absolutely. So, basically the process on this, hey, how do I get started? Of course, you'll be able to circle back to Lisa and her team and IAMS, and, they'll get you in the proper place, and then get you the sign up link, which gives you the VIP pricing and all that fun stuff. Along with that, when you receive that, you'll receive some orientation videos from us. And basically what it is, it's clients that we've had for years and years who have been nice enough to go, hey, this is my process. This is where I found my success, and this is how I do it. So we do provide quite a few different orientation videos. The big thing on that side, and Lisa and I had a discussion about this a little bit this morning, is, if we send it, make sure you're reading it and viewing it and listening to those videos, because those are the things that determine your success, if that makes any sense. Lisa, I don't know if you have a comment on that one.
No, I think you hit the nail on the head there. I mean, it's just, I get a lot of, after I get folks registered, I get a lot of questions on, well, now what do I do after this? And what should I say in this situation? And Rob and his team have spent a lot of time and putting that stuff together that really is helpful. I mean, you're going to learn so much from it, and it's going to prepare you for these appointments. I mean, that's, again, sticking with the system that works. This has been around for over 10 years, and it's been working for over 10 years. So trust it, and make it your own.
Yeah, absolutely. And most of the, one comment I'd say on that as far as success wise, I always tell agents, hey, look, if you've been in this business, and I don't care whether you've been in it for 2 years or 50 years, you found some success, keep doing what you're doing, and you're going to add this as another revenue stream. And most of the agents that do that and then follow the process and the guidance, from the videos we supply, and then from, your directors at IAMS and stuff, are seeing a 2.5 to 3 time increase in their revenue. And goes back to my plastic surgeon story. If we can keep you occupied 2/3 of the day when you're not, we just doubled to tripled up your business. So, and that's usually what we see happen across the board. So, Lisa, I don't know, is there anything else there you want me to cover on that I missed?
I'll just reiterate, and I apologize not having a PowerPoint for you guys, but really we wanted to have the conversation, with folks out there to let you know, keep you guys updated on the new stuff that's out there that's helping everybody deal with this COVID issue and this pandemic and how it's affecting everybody's business. I can tell you I was an agent in my past life and in my career during the last 20 years. And again, if I had the opportunity to, pay less than $100 for an actual appointment to be set on my calendar with someone, I mean, it's a no-brainer. I mean, just a no-brainer because the half the battle, or shoot, even three-fourths of the battle, is just getting somebody to show up for an appointment. So,
Absolutely. I agree on that. One thing on that comment
mhm,
too, Lisa, when I talk to agents all the time, they do tell me that. They're like, hey, I'm like, what are your two biggest challenges? Number one, it's always, of course, hey, meeting a new client. And
getting in
and
front of
I'm
them.
always like, hey, meeting somebody is easy, right? It's how do you get them to push their finances across the table? So one thing that does really set us apart is we are creating an appointment. They're planning on having a pension retirement review. They're going to open their wallet and their finances to you, and that's the big challenge. So I do want to make a comment on that as well.
Yep, and that's just it. You'd be surprised. I mean, just, there's a lot of that hesitation. Right out of the gate, these people are trusting you and ready to share that information. So it's just, it's mind blowing what you're going to get as far as fact finding out of these appointments. Um, I'm getting a lot of questions on, what the cost is. I'm going to go ahead and share that, Rob.
Yeah, that's fine.
With the IAMS VIP price is saving you quite a bit of money. It is $64 per appointment. There is no contract. It's a month-to-month contract, so we're not going to hold you to it, every month. If you wanted, to try 5 appointments, it is a minimum requirement of 5 appointments per month. It's not hard to do, maybe one a week if you wanted to do that. Just make sure you keep in mind to block that calendar. Um, And that's about it. So, I mean, we're not holding you to not holding you to your checkbook or anything like that. So
Yeah,
it
one
gives
thing I
you
want
that
to say on
free.
that, sorry to interrupt,
Yeah,
Lisa, is you guys with IAMS and IAMS and the team over there is negotiated on your behalf. You guys are getting about a 35-40% discount. Plus, they're taking care of all your registration fees, monthly access fees. Well, I mean, just going on your first appointment through them saves you about $1,500 right out of the hole. You don't have to prepay anything, which is really nice. So you have no upfront cost. You're going to be billed on that day of the appointment. And Lisa, I don't know, do you want to share any of the success stories you've had? I know we kind of discussed an agent of yours this morning, and you said, hey, his first couple appointments, and he's got I can't remember what you told me coming in, but
yeah. So, this guy, he's, semi-retired and just wants to get back in the business a little bit, just, because he can. And I mean, his first week out of the gate, he ends up with, 6 or 7 appointments, and is now, struggling to keep up with them. But, three of those appointments, one of them, there was over 2 million in assets that they were happy to, talk to him about. So we're going to present an IUL. They really like Roths, so we're going to, have him present an IUL. Um, Another one is over 600, probably over 800 in assets to which is all rollover opportunities. So obviously there's some just awesome success stories. I get so excited to talk to folks about them. Um, Super easy process too, guys. For those of you that are already contracted with IAMS, you're one step closer. Just contact me, or when I reach out to you, um, I'll send you registration, and we'll get the ball rolling with you on this program. After the registration, or let me back up. So step one, contract with IAMS. So super simple. Step two, I'll send you registration to get going. Step three, make sure you read all of those or look at all that training, the training videos that Rob has put together. And step four, hit your appointments and call us for casework or any assistance you need. That's it.
Sounds simple to me. You
So,
guys, a lot of opportunity there. Like I said, the partnership with IAMS on our side has been great. You guys have a lot of great support, and I actually enjoy being on the calls where we have groups like IAMS that are offering that support to their agents. So it is a good thing on your guys' side. Creates a win-win-win partnership across the board.
yes. And I'm getting a ton of questions here in our question box. Want to let you all know I'm getting a lot of questions on the cost and, you know, do you get charged if they don't show up? Like Rob had mentioned before, and I mentioned before, just make sure that you have the client, go and cancel through their website, and it shouldn't be a problem. Rob, I know he's been just very generous with particular situations as well, but we really do expect you guys to use this as part of your business. I mean, you're spending $64 for a live appointment. Utilize it. Don't let it go. So follow up and, remind them, send them a text or something like that the day before, and do your due diligence on that part as well. And we'll do ours on our side. Um, I've got a lot of folks that are wanting to sign up already, Rob, and having other questions. So I will be sending everybody out an email after this with some information, more information, our brochure and things like that on this program. And again, for those of you that are not contracted with IAMS, I'll be sure to get that contracting kit out to you as soon as I get it back. You will see an email from me on the registration for this program. For those of you that are already contracted with us here, um, we'll get that registration link right out to you, and we'll get you rolling. So with that, I think we're oh, right at 10:38. Rob, do you have anything else
I
that you
don't, I
want to
mean, you
share?
guys, yeah, just, hey, the opportunities there, for those of you, probably last comment, for those of you maybe who are nervous about jumping on the, hey, I'm not sure about doing the Zoom type meetings and some of that stuff. We have some orientation items in place that'll help you. And I think the big thing is more mindset than anything. In the past, you've picked up the keys off your nightstand, got in your car, driven through traffic, and, started the car up, driven through traffic, and gone to these face-to-face meetings. You're going to do the same thing now, except leave your keys on the nightstand car in the garage, go to the keys on your desktop or laptop. You're going to start up your new vehicle. It's going to be Zoom, GoToMeeting, whatever you prefer. And that's going to drive you face to face with your client. From there, it's business as usual. So just a thought on my side of what, I've told some agents, and when you break it down that way, a lot of them have some great success. So
Yep. And don't worry about the training. I mean, that's what your marketer here at IAMS is for, to help you with that. Um, again, and the focus of these is not to sell 403Bs and 457s. It's to find the opportunity, of other things like life and annuity sales. And that's really, I mean, if you take a look at a 403B and compare it to an IUL, or what it maybe an annuity can do for them on a rollover side, usually the IUL or the annuity is going to win when it comes to the benefits for the client. So You know, obviously we can help you with the 403b sale as well, but just to kind of give you an idea of the reality of these appointments and the potential that they have. Um, and again, I'm gonna reiterate how important it is to go through all the information that Rob has put together for those folks that are registering. I've got some questions here on training and, I mean, Rob's videos and his suggestions and the registration email that you would get goes all the way from, make sure the background in your Zoom meeting or your computer is clean. Make sure you have a professional looking workspace and you're not doing this, with a margarita in your right hand and a cigar in the left. Um, things like that. So you can have as much or as little information as you want to make you successful with this program. Anything else, Rob?
No, that's it for me on my side for sure. I know we're going to have more questions, on that process. You people, once you get everything taken care of with the team over at IAMS, of course, they'll send you along to this, and either myself or somebody on our sales team will be, reaching out to you. If you have any issues with registration process or any of that fun stuff, you're going to have questions along the way. We're here to help you out and basically make it simple and as easy as possible, if that makes sense.
Absolutely. And then they'll find how easy and how great it is as well once they get rolling. So I'm excited to. Well, with that in mind, like I said, guys, I'm going to follow up with all of you. It'll either be me or your marketer that's already working with you. Um, Make sure we're answering all your questions and get you going with that. I'm gonna give you this is IAMS number. Just give us a call here, 800-255-5055. Ask for me, Lisa Lashendro, or if you're already working with another marketer over here, feel free to ask for them as well. They can easily answer your questions. Um, and with that in mind, I'll leave this screen up for a little bit. And Rob, again, I know it's early in the morning there in the West Coast, so I appreciate you being sharp and on time for all of us today um, and your partnership.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. We appreciate the opportunity. Everyone, thank you for your time. Looking forward to getting you guys up and rolling and having a more successful venture.
Yep. All right. Until next time, Rob, you have yourself a wonderful day. Everybody out there, um, have a great rest of the week, and we will be talking to you soon. Take care.